Sakhi, a personification of inner light, intrinsically connected to poetry, and a beautiful amalgamation of you and your inner self. I've often felt that Sakhi has immense bhava, an expression which is very silent and subtle, which can be examined, explored, and experienced physically, mentally, and spiritually. Sakhi, a beautiful partnership of belongings, existence, and understanding our own true spirit.
The mind, our consciousness, is with whom we have our deepest conversations. These deep conversations evolve into artistic experiences that nurture our soul. A beautiful partnership of artistic experiences and deep conversations that echo into eternal creativity. Sakhi, where art, artistry, and artistic experiences evolve.
On this beautiful journey of partnership and creativity, we bring to you a space close to our heart.
Sakhi, a sanctum sanctorum for arts, artists, and artistic experiences. Namaskaram.
The Sakhi in the Padavarnam that we dancers often perform to is so invested in her friendship with the heroine, always looking out for her with empathy and compassion. That is the essence of sisterhood. Love that is unconditional. Support that comes without an agenda. And I think in these times, if one has a true Sakhi, one is truly blessed.
It's beautiful to have a Sakhi. In Indian context, Sakhi is somebody above a friend. She mirrors your mindset. She speaks your grief. She speaks and advocates for you. She shares your joy. She appreciates your beauty. She is concerned about your problems. Sakhi, in fact, lives for you. Here is somebody whom you can trust and you can be what you are. In Mohiniyattam, in fact, Sakhi has much importance as much as a Nayika has. In Swadhitirnal Padams or in any traditional pieces in Mohiniyattam, it is always the Nayika with the Sakhi. Sometimes she quarrels with her. Sometimes the Sakhi pacifies you. Swadhitirnal Varnams always carry the emotions through Sakhi. Any lyrical poem for that matter, be it Gita Govinda or similar, there will be somebody as Sakhi, the most trustworthy or the most common and regular companion of yours. Yes, Sakhi is not just a friend, she is a soulmate.
So it's interesting. I was doing a piece as the Sakhi, and a friend of mine said, why do you just call her Sakhi? Why don't you give her a name? And I thought about it and I said, no, actually her role is the Sakhi. And the fact that she never has a name is quite special and speaks to the significance of the character, because for her, she doesn't come from a place of ego or I. Her role is the role of the friend, and it's to be that objective space. So in that sense, I've been thinking a lot of the Sakhi as a very important part of memory for the beloved or the lover. Their memories are shaded by the passage of time or by other memories that have colored those incidents. But for the Sakhi, she's seen the lover and the beloved go through these things. She's had to carry their messages. And so she's sort of like this patram, or this vessel of experiences. And so I think that role of the Sakhi as this objective witness or a Sakshi, I think, is really, really what makes her very special.
Sakhi. Who is a Sakhi? A safe space, a confidant, maybe our alter ego. Sakhi sometimes a messenger, a counselor, a devil's advocate, sometimes a mother, a guide. She plays so many roles. And in a higher spiritual perspective, a Sakhi is considered a guru who leads us to our own light. Sakhi is an epitome of generosity, for she shares her time, her thoughts, her heart, her soul with us. We do have many Sakhis in our lives, don't we? But some of them, very few of them, are that safe space. Sakhi hai, Sakhi hai, Sakhi.
Namaskaram. The Bharatanatyam Margam to me represents life. There are three main characters that pervade the entire performance for us as artists: the Nayaka, the hero, the Nayika, the heroine, and the Sakhi, the friend. The Nayika represents a seeker like us. The Nayaka becomes the destination that we seek. The Sakhi is a friend, but it also represents a path that we need to take, or a friend who takes us towards the Nayaka. What we seek in life, plainly speaking, is probably happiness, peace. One of the important qualities to achieve that is to have empathy. To me, the Sakhi does represent empathy. I feel if we look around the world and empathize with people around us, just contribute a bit by understanding what others feel, probably we can make the world a better place for all humans. Each of us can contribute to the happiness of human beings, but also to our personal happiness. If happiness, peace is a destination, then empathy is important. The Sakhi is important.
Namaskaram. Sakhi, a friend. Sakhi, a friend, which means sheer joy. When a baby is born, its first love is its Amma, mother, and parents. As it starts to move around, to explore the world, he or she is always attracted to the other children. That is the first instinct for a friendship. Sakhi, as the very name explains, is of the same age group with the same mindset. Birds of a feather flock together. So with her, you can tell anything and everything. When we are worried, we can talk to a friend. Immediately you feel your burden is halved. There is a relief to the heart. We feel happy. Even things that we can't explain to our parents, we can tell our friends. She is a confidant. She is not judgmental. She only thinks for you and talks for you. So, when we are anxious about something, again, she gives us the courage. When we are sad, she cheers us up. When we are ignorant of something, she explains to us. So, in each and every way, she only gives us relief and happiness. I feel whenever and wherever God wants to give love and laughter, He places a friend there. Friend, Sakhi, is a sheer joy. Thank you.
Sakhi in the repertoire of Kudiyatam, that is in Sanskrit drama, is a very important character. Oftentimes, the Sakhi is the more interesting, dynamic, and witty character compared to the heroine herself. She is the one to whom the heroine confides, tells the dark secrets or the deep secrets of her heart, the one who mediates, the one who arranges meetings between the heroine and her lover, and who stands guard when they meet, or who finds solutions for her love sickness, and so on. And very often you also find very interesting interactions between Sakhi, who is often called Chedi or Hala, and the Vidushaka, the jester, who is often the companion of the hero. My very first character in a Kudiyatam play was a Sakhi, the Sakhi to Mandodari in the play Ashoka Vanikangam. And the scene was where Ravana was in front of Sita begging for her love. And as he is doing that, Mandodari and her Sakhi are hiding behind a bush and spying on Ravana and making fun of him. And my line was that, "Oh Mandodari, look at him, look at Master. With all his 20 hands folded in front of Sita, he looks like an ocean with half open lotus flowers in it." As a young child, I found that very amusing, because in a kingdom, who else would dare to speak of the king in such words other than the Sakhi of Mandodari? That shows how confident she is in her, of Mandodari's trust and faith in her. Sakhi is very important to us in Kudiyatam.